matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about time.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The Cowboys at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 31. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's gonna return it to the 21-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Yeah, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
2nd and 3. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Strike.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0.
Giants 14, Cowboys nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the double.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Trying to run forward with Pollard.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CD Lamb.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six in the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter from the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. picked by Julian Love.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Shot, 17.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Let's go down.
They'll set up to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Black ultra. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Claude Ray.
He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Evans has it left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On second down, here's Barkley.
137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of
and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And now here is another interception.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 of the previous...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines. And they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Gets past one man, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 White, 60 Maverick, 50 Maverick.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Okay, ready?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Ready.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black shot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Let's go. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, set.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,